Hey guys, it's Buckify here for MMOHut.com. Today I'm going to do a first impression gameplay video of Call of Thrones, a 3D MMORPG browser game published by Yeep Games. I'll spend about 15 or 20 minutes, so I'll check the game out. I'll make some comments. If you guys want to learn more about Call of Thrones or you want to read the full review, do check out the link below at MMOHut.com. So I'm just going to get right into this. Now this game is touted as being one of the best 3D MMORPGs with full 3D environment in the browser. I am running this completely in the browser right now, and I'm just going to be able to choose my character as I talk about a little bit about the 3D aspects of the game. Now, one thing I have to say is the character creation on this side is fairly limited. You only get to choose from several face styles. Whoa. My name is Antonio Banderas. You killed my father. Prepare to die. If you guys know that movie reference, then props to you. Anyways, it kind of looks like, wow, like a conquistador. But you can select your region over here. You can select your hairstyle, your face. And then on the right hand side, you can select your skill set, which essentially allows you to basically see what your character looks like, as well as what his attack animation would be if he had certain abilities. I suspect that you don't actually get this armor, although that armor looks pretty awesome. I suspect you don't get this armor out of the gate. This is the armor. This is the ultimate set armor that you get once getting max level here. So this is all not what you get immediately, but it is cool to see exactly what you have the potential of getting. So I'm going to go with the dual wheel because that looks pretty awesome. I like those spiky shoulders. And what's also interesting is that you can choose the mount. So once you get a mount, you can actually choose the type beforehand. I think this is cool, this like lion thing, so I'm going to go with that. And you can also choose, I'm going to go ahead and hide my mount. You can also choose a pet to go with you. So there's a draconian warrior, a jade dragon, which looks more like a whelp to me, a tortoise rhino, and none. So I'm going to go with draconian warrior just because that looks like the most random, cool looking one. And let's go ahead and put my name in here. So like I said before, this game is browser based. However, it does have full 3D aspects to it, meaning that, as you can see, I am running around here. It looks like I just completed a mission just by moving forward and gained 5, yeah, it looks like 5 award points or achievement points just for taking 2 steps forward. I literally took 2 steps, got an achievement point. Welcome to the tutorial. It is time for your first quest. Alright, let's accept it. So it looks like when I accepted that, it's taking me automatically to the quest giver to get me started here. Alright, so I need the main, which is my first adventure. Welcome to Easteros. The kingdom is now in chaos with the great houses battling each other for domination. By growing stronger, maybe you can help bring peace and stability to your homeland. So I need to take this quest from this guy and talk to this guy at the same time. So this city is Troy. Here I will guide you how to survive in the lost world. A yellow exclamation mark. Okay, so it's just basic stuff about, exclamation marks being quests, and I should click on them. But yeah, I had to download a small little plugin for this, and once I downloaded the plugin, I was able to run it completely in the browser. I don't think there's an actual downloadable version of the game. It's merely based in the browser. But so far, this lives up to a lot of 3D MMORPGs available that you can actually see download in a client or download and play in a client. So the graphics are actually pretty good for a browser game. So I'm going to complete that. Now I want to talk to Maywin to go get a weapon, an old sword. Alright, so complete that. Now this guy has one more quest. Let's see if I can grab it. I also need to attain level 5 and have a pet voucher and then talk to the ambassador. So that's something for later on. Alright, so I need to talk to Maywin. If I click this, I'll actually be automatically taken to it, which is pretty standard in a lot of MMOs, having the ability to click on a quest giver or a endpoint and actually be automatically taken to that. So it takes me, whoa, I guess that was actually a portal and not just a little underpass. Alright, click to complete the main. I wish this wasn't actually here. Can I move this? Because it's like right in the way of the rest of the quest. That's kind of strange. Alright, so talk to him. And now I have my old sword. And after you equip it, I will teach you how to fight. Alright, so I'm going to right click to equip that. And I do have to say that the game does hold your hand a lot to start off with, which could be good if you don't exactly know, the interface. It's always nice to see MMOs that do give you the ability to really understand all of your interface, not just your combat basics, before you actually start off in playing the game. Alright, so attack only when the ready bar above the skill bar is full. Click the attack button on your opponent. Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to exit out. and I need to spar with Millen, so I need to spar with you. Alrighty here, so I'm gonna click you and hit spar, and oh, I'm sparring now. So the game is turn-based for your combat. So while the main 3D environment is, I just like, whoa, I didn't even do anything. I literally just like clicked spar and he went and attacked him, and I guess I won the fight. That's crazy. I'm so OP. This guy has like tons of training. I've already beat him, and I'm just on like a normal like old weapon. That's crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna complete that, and I can either view the item or I can equip it. If I click view, it'll bring up my whole interface here. I can see the item and its stats, and then right click on it to actually put it into my slot, which I can view on the left. And in order for me to bring this back up normally without that, I believe I just hit B. Yeah, and there goes my Brad. So, you know, typical things like hitting C will bring up your character interface, which you can see here. It's also interesting that you can recommend stat points. So this game does offer stat points in strength, agility, calm, and stamina. And you can actually either put these in there yourself, or you can have the game simply recommend where to put them, which may be good for new players who aren't sure exactly where they want to place all these. So they can hit recommend and accept, and you can always hit the reset attribute button to bring it back. So now I've distributed my character points upon leveling up. And on the right hand side here, we automatically can see the shop where you can buy like legendary upgrade kits and mount kits and all kinds of stuff here. I'm not really sure as this moment if what the type of shop interface or shop items offered do. Most of my suspect are things like leveling up faster, as well as fashion. As you can see here, you can actually make stuff look different. But I also see that this stuff has accuracy and like critical strike on it, which makes me a little bit wary as to whether or not this stuff would be overpowered, or if you're not able to attain this stuff in game by other means, if that gear that you would attain in the shop would be considered overpowered. Alright, so on level up, you gain attribute points that can be used just like I spoke about. I have already used those into my areas here. And now I got to talk to Milwin and get some block clot powder, consumable stop bleed. So this stuff will stop me bleeding in case I'm bleeding during combat. So I need to use the medicine and then talk to him again. Alright, so if I right click this, I can use the medicine here. So it looks like I've now used it. I can click that. And I need to talk to him once more. And now I need to kill one bat, just one, not more than one bat, at the west outskirts. When finished, go to Cleowina. What's up with these names? Who names their kids Cleowina? But I will get a cap, and I always do love hats, so let's go ahead and do that. Looks like it's automatically taking me there. Now what is this? Tempered armor set. Click to actually get it. And it looks like I possibly got it. Congratulations, you received Tempered Armor Set. Log in tomorrow to receive Tempered Armor Set 2. Collect all 5 pieces to receive a gear set bonus. So it looks like you get gear just for actually showing up in the game, which is pretty interesting. And it looks like this is a player here who's just attacking these pylons, a level 24 player. So this player has some pretty crazy like fairy wings, along with the little pig, little fighting board pig pet, which is pretty interesting. Alright, so I need to continue on to kill a bat. It looks like this is the bat cave, so we will be going in the cave to actually battle. And there's one bat. Now, I went in a cave, but this isn't a cave. This is like a road. So I'm pretty curious. Alright, so if I hit this one, I will attack the bat. And I've killed the bat. I am so overpowered right now. And I came out as level 3? Wow. Alright, so killing one. I'm going to equip that now. But killing one bat has gotten me to level 3. So far, the quest experience, or the experience itself, is very, very fast. Now it looks like I'm traveling from Troy to Rivendell. So this is looks like the full map interface where you can see exactly where you're going. And I suspect this is just the, traveling load animation, essentially. By the time you get here, you'll have loaded into the game, and then you can properly load, yep, as you can see, into the world. So if I bring this up here, I have 7 new skill points I can use it on. I'm going to hit that recommended again and hit accept. And now I have gained another additional 7 skill points. It looks like in stamina and some agility. Now what do I have here? I have 1 plastic to copy the item name to chat box. Oh, I have the tempered armor set. So by opening that, I see I have an Ice Menace tempered iron helm, as well as a Venom Enhanced tempered iron pendant. Now these items look pretty strong. I don't know the exact stats, but by looking at this, it looks like it has, let's see, blood resist +2, stamina +2, defense +30, EP +5. versus this, which has defense +2 and EP +1. So this looks obviously better, which is kind of curious that they're going to give me this stuff like just by logging in the game, which is better than the starting gear. You would think that they would actually, you know, wait to give you stuff until a higher level, or just may not give you stuff at all and just give you cosmetic stuff. But this stuff actually looks like it actually increases my stats itself, which is curious and odd to actually give me that armor at the very start. So now I need to learn about weapon strength and weaknesses. So I need to talk to this guy here. Alright, weapons can match against each other in the following ways. One-handed weapons are strongest against two-handed weapons, but vulnerable to dual-wield. Two-handed weapons are strong against dual-wield weapons, but vulnerable to polearm. Dual-wield weapons are strong against polearm weapons, but are vulnerable to one-handed weapons. And polearm weapons are strong against one-handed weapons, but vulnerable to two-handed weapons. So it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors. Everything goes around. You either get plus 25% increase in damage to that person, or minus 25% upon using a particular weapon. So I can choose an optional reward here. Let's see, I don't really know. Oh, I can choose to get a dual wield skill, a one-handed skill, or a polearm. I'm gonna go with dual wield because I thought that was pretty cool. Click the skill button to use double/level 1 and obtain a weapon from this guy. Alrighty here. So I gotta click this. Right click to put the skill action on the bar. Going to be right clicking, and now I have it. Why am I walking this way? So I need to obtain a weapon from Acel, looks like. But I do now have a double sash, which is a dual wield weapon ability. And do I have anything else on my bar that I'm missing? Nope, doesn't look like that. What's down here? We have character attributes, bag, and skills, which is what we just saw here. And I can actually level up the skill points by hitting the plus sign, which is pretty, you know, typical in a lot of MMOs. You can level up independently skills so that they gain higher levels and you can do more damage with them. But it looks like I can also have different specializations. I can have dual wield specialization. I can have my polearm. So I'm not just stuck with dual wielding. I can actually get different weapon skill specializations to move on. So I'm going to obtain a weapon from this guy. And then I need to obtain one crushed ore sample from the common copper mine. When finished, go to this guy. Alright, so Spunkup, you have to collect one crushed ore sample from the common copper mine on the east outskirts to forge a weapon. What? So I came to this guy to get a weapon, and he's like, oh, no. I know you just came to me, you walked all this distance, but now I need you to go get a crushed ore sample. Even though I'm like a blacksmith, I should already have a crushed ore sample. I do not. So you're going to have to go get one yourself. Alright, so I'm running here. And it kind of is an interesting run animation. It's like, kind of looks like he's chugging along. Whoa! Whoa! What is going on here? There's some craziness stuff. Looks like we got some players here just hanging out with some big swords and crazy wings. Do I have a mount? Nope. Do I have my mount yet? Train. No, it does not look like I have my mount yet. And unfortunately, training available level 15. Looks like I get my mount just later on. So I wonder why it has me choose that mount early. Manually collect. Or I can auto quest. What's the difference in manually collecting and auto quest? Maybe auto quest does this all by yourself. Let's try manually collecting. So if I manually collect, I will collect mine copper ore. There's all these people around here collecting ore from this one node. No. I don't want to go. I want to do that again. I want to see what happens if I do it again. Can I click it again? Now what does auto quest do? So it looks like I can automatically get one gold bar consumed every 10 minutes. Gold can allow for maximum of 40 hours of auto questing. Gold can... So it looks like I could actually automatically quest and automatically do all this stuff just by hitting auto quest here to pick up iron and ore and etc. Which is kind of like really crazy. Am I level 5 yet? No, I'm level 3. I don't know why it keeps showing me that. It says attain level 5 to continue. I know. It's kind of crazy. You can pay gold or you can pay items or something to automatically quest through the game. It's almost like an auto bot feature. I don't know if that's just for like forging rather, or you know, getting mine. Those guys may have been botting and simply picking that stuff up systematically without them actually being there. So there may be some sort of like auto bot feature. There may be some sort of automatic botting feature in the game where you can basically pay to quest or to gain materials, etc., without actually having to be at the computer. Which I'm not really sure I'm for that, because you know, it's all about putting the time into your character. And those people who don't have the money to do that are kind of at a disadvantage, because then they have to do it all manually, and they may be super behind people who just have their guy automatically questing during the day. So I'm going to click OK here. Notice weapon forging. The weapon forge can be used to forge the dual blades rank 1. Attempt to forge a blade and report. So it's cool. I actually get to forge my own blades. It's just kind of showing you a little bit of the crafting stuff, as well as, you know, forging my blades for dual wielding. So I need to do novice weapon forging, and I have the 1 ore here. And it looks like I'm going to put the sword perhaps because it's glowing. No. Dual blades. I want to do dual blades. So, okay. So I select the one I need to make up there. And then I'm going to hit create, and it's going to be creating my dual blades. So now I come back to this guy, hit my quest here, and I finished and completed. So now I need to upgrade my dual blades to rank 2. So it looks like it's showing me here that I can upgrade my weapons to become better weapons, perhaps with better stats, as well as, you know, better damage. And to do that, I put it in here, and it's going to cost me 30 gold, it looks like. And no materials, just 30 gold. So I'm going to upgrade, and it's upgraded a guaranteed success. We're going to come back, and I'm going to complete my new weapons. The epidemic in the city grows worse by the day. Report to weapon skills instructor after equipping dual blades. Alright, so I'm going to equip my dual blades now, and now I need to go speak to Yalius. These people with their names, I see. Congratulations, you have reached level 4. You have received the training gift. Your reward is the Book of Knowledge. It increases your attributes. Equip it now. Alright, so it looks like many MMOs, you automatically get a book or some kind of item that allows you to gain bonus experience or bonus, you know, attributes upon leveling up. Kind of like a gift. So I'm just going to upgrade that. And I can actually upgrade that for 1,000. Can I do it for 1,000? I'm going to hit upgrade, and it looks like it requires materials. But I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that. It looks like I upgraded it without even realizing that was like what the main thing I could do with it. So I'm going to complete my quest to activate skill specialization reset and forge function. So I need to kill 2 ferocious rabbits and 2 giant locusts. What's with all these like random bats and locusts and ferocious rabbits? I mean, I haven't seen actually any like, oh, military people coming in to like stop this town. No. We got to watch out for ferocious rabbits. So I've got these 2 pretty awesome looking swords on my back now. They kind of look like an X. They look like they're forged together, which is pretty funny. And I'm gonna wait. A clan of hares have made their home in this hollow. Enter the untamed rocket. So I could auto quest in this if I wanted to, which would kill all the stuff without me actually being there. But I'm gonna click manual, obviously, because I actually want to fight in combat. So it looks like I'm fighting a giant locust and this ferocious rabbit. All right, so I'm gonna click 2 here to use my new skill. Do some slash up there, and then I'll hit 1 for my next skill. So I do have to actually wait for them to attack me before I can attack back, much like you would, you know, in a, like Final Fantasy or any type of turn-based, you know, action MMORPG essentially, or combat MMORPG rather. So I need to investigate the wild rabbits, and there are more. So it looks like I can automatically leave the combat zone after completing or killing the first 2 sets of monsters, or I can stay to actually complete my quest. So the mastery of 1, attain level 5, HP plus 10. I wonder if because I got this achievement, I'm gonna leave. I wonder if because I got this achievement, I got plus 10 HP, or if it was simply because I reached level 5. It's kind of curious to know whether or not that actually tied to achievements. Getting achievements give you bonuses, or if it was tied to just a level, and it just, you know, basically reported to me that I had leveled. So I'm automatically come back here. I have to say that this game, there's a lot of automated portions of this game moving around. It automatically moves you back and forth between quest areas. You don't actually have to click anything. And in fact, the fact that you could actually, you know, bot the game for gold is kind of discouraging. It discourages player interaction, as well as just, you know, competitive nature outside of botting in the game. So I'm going to complete this quest, and now I need to kill 3 thieves on the east outskirts. And then I talk to the city guard captain. Alright. So I'm going to go kill these 3 thieves. And let's see. Anything else? Manual. Auto combat. Select auto combat. And I get an achievement for selecting auto combat. So it's actually like encouraging me to do that. I'm going to do my recommended stats again. Accept those stats. And is there any new skills? Let's see. Let's bring up my skills. Nope. Where's my skills? Tournament. Daily event. Tower Babel. Fixed event. So it looks like they have daily events as well as PvP tournaments that you can actually do. I'm going to exit out of this real quick. So these are like little dungeons essentially where you can actually go in those to fight the monsters for the quest, or I assume also like raid dungeons, etc. like that. And you can also see the active quests, the quests in general, like Shining Cosmos. These are like a normal quests around the area, which you actually can click on. And then city NPCs you can click on as well. So you can break this up as to who you actually want to go to. Alright, so skills. So we have 2 skill points here. And I can't use these skills until level 10. I can, however, click this to upgrade. Not enough skill point. Requires 60. I only have 2 and it requires 60. Like, this is just level 1. So I guess the other skills you'll learn from quests, as well as maybe, you know, random book pickups, etc. Which I'm not quite sure. But having only 2 skill points at the next level, and having 2 skills for what seems like to be a long time, like an extra 10 levels, is pretty boring, I guess you could say. Only 2 skills for 10 levels. It's not going to be a lot of fun. Alright, so let me kill these thieves. And so cold. Ah, so it looks like they're actually talking now. So I'm going to continue my combat. I'm going to eliminate these bandits. I need to kill 3 more thieves. Alright, so let's use my double skill here. These thieves are so weak. Like, 1 hit every time. I've yet to actually encounter something that takes more than 1 hit. I mean, even I understand it's low level, but even at low level, like, you would expect the mobs to take a couple more hits because you're not supposed to be really strong. You're supposed to be really weak. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn this quest in, and then I'll probably call it right there. So going back into Riverdale here, and what do we have? We have the map, which is the M. You can see the entire map area. You can see where the instances are as well as the normal cities. So these are all the instances around this area. And as you can see, if they're high level, they will mark themselves as high, being in red. So let's see, other than that, we have the finder where I can find a particular player, much like our friends list. I can leave the game, I can see my rank. So you can see exactly which player is ranked the best. And I assume this is for PvP, although it may also be for something else. But level 47, this guy is the highest rank in the game. And yeah, it's cool that you can actually see all the items that he has. So you can see exactly what he's gearing for and what he's getting. He has these set attributes as well, and as well as where he's put his attribute points. So if you don't know the game too well, you can always, you know, look at yourself in comparison to people on this ranking list to kind of see if you can get some tips from them as to how they're actually gearing. So you can see their PK, their total wins, losses, etc., which is pretty cool. 20 minutes online per day, and I got an idol reward. What? So you're getting rewards just for like being in the game, which is pretty crazy, I think, to have all these different options and not even have to do anything other than move forward or be in the game for 20 minutes and get these, like, you know, item rewards. You reach level 6, you receive the award White Steed. Awards, mounts, gear, White Steed. Ah, this is interesting here. Whoa! Whoa. Oh, so that was that pillar. I was like, what in the world? I looked like to the left and looked back, and all of a sudden there was this big thing. So alright, I've got now my, whoa, look at those wings. I've got these crazy wings now. So at least it does give you some interesting looking armor pretty early in the game, which is a nice feature to have. And here's that book of knowledge find that I can equip. Village note. Right click to copy the chat. Let's see, what is this? By putting a village note, I received 2 vouchers. So now I have 3 coarse cloth, a pass, that hunter's cap, looks like energy powder, as well as rebel extermination proclamation. But guys, I think I'm going to call it for here. Actually, what is this? Can I grab my White Steed? Let's equip my White Steed now. And you can see there is my mount. So you get a mount at level 6, which isn't too bad at all. You know, a lot of times games wait till level 20. So having a mount here is definitely a nice feature early on in the game. Although I'm not having to go very far, so there's not that much actual use for it. But I assume later on in the game, you're going to have to go much farther with it. But if you guys want to learn more about this game, you can check out the full review for Call of Thrones at the link below at MMOHut.com. I'm going to call it for now. This has been Spunkify. I'll see you guys later. Spunkify out.